Let's talk a little about the automation architecture. Consider what we need to do to keep our automation suite robust, and what we need to do to make our tests not brittle. What I mean by that is when an application changes, it has a chance to affect all your tests. So let's break it into areas that will minimize that aspect. So for instance, when your application changes, what stays the same? Really, your tests should stay the same, your automation tool will stay the same, and the browser you use will stay the same. So the bulk of your changes will be made in a framework to accommodate for the application change. Let's talk about another possible change. Let's say the application that we have is now deployed to a mobile version, so it can be executed on Apple and Android, and we have the demand to execute automation against them. Unfortunately, our current tool does not support that, so what do? Well, one possible solution is to add another tool that supports that mobile version, and to incorporate it into our architecture. And if we have it in such ambiguous layers, it's a lot easier to add it and to make slight changes instead of modifying everything. So when we add the new tool, our tests will not change, maybe most of our framework will not change, and our browser will not change. Similarly, consider what will happen if a new browser comes out, and your manager requests that all your automation also run against that browser. Now keep in mind, when you look at this diagram, that tests never call out things to the browser to do. Instead, they tell the framework, and the framework tells the automation tool or driver, and the driver then tells the browser. Similarly, the framework does not tell the browser what to do. Instead, it relies on the automation tool or driver to be able to communicate with the browser. Can you think of any other changes that might affect our automation suite?